Oh, surprise, surprise, Kat's back again. Third video in a row and she looks the exact same. Guess what's happening? Well, in the next video, she's going to look the exact same because that's what's happening. As you guys know, I batch film my videos, so I do look the exact same in 5 videos, and then the next 5 videos look the same, then the next 5 videos I look the same. So, creature of habit, don't know what to tell you. Retro this, retro that. Ever wonder which fashion trends we wear today that will be retro tomorrow? We're going to time travel 10 years into the future and guessing which of today's in real life trends will be considered retro. These are things that I think you're going to feel a type of nostalgia for, and more importantly, things that you need to save for your kids. I'm not saying any of these things are necessarily going to be outdated. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying more of these things will probably be worn in more of an ironic kind of way, kind of how we're wearing things like skinny jeans, etc now. I just think we know we're doing it in like a cringy kind of way. We're not being serious, but we kind of are being serious at the same time. I think these things we will just be happy to see. I don't think it's going to be like an offensive thing if we wear these things in 10 years time, but I'm also not saying you're going to be ahead of the trends if you're wearing these things in 10 years time. If you don't know me, my name's Kat. I would really love if you guys could please subscribe and also follow me on my social media. Now the first one is something that maybe we've forgotten about. It's like transparent shoes, PVC kind of style. It obviously became a lot more popular in like 2000s and was like it shoe, the it going out shoe. You know, you want to see your whole foot. You've got little slabs of plastic over your foot. I'm not sure why we thought this looked good, but yeah, I really don't know what to say about that, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if even soon, but I'm really trying not to talk about now and just talk about more in like 10 years time, but I do think we could see this coming back in an ironic kind of way, but also perhaps a more like editorial, I don't know, I can just see this coming back, or different versions of PVC style shoe. Will we see on the runway? I don't know. I'm no trend forecaster. Okay, next one I've got on my list is ugly asymmetric one shoulder tops or skirts, and I think especially really over exaggerated pieces I really don't like. I think I like it more in like a subtle way when the details is what is asymmetric, like say the buttons, or you see on this top I have like a pocket here and not a pocket there. That's what I like more rather than like a full one off the shoulder top. But I can imagine 10 years time that we'll see people wearing like a really exaggerated asymmetric frilly ruffle skirt that goes down one side and is really short the other side, and we'll be like, oh my days, do you guys remember we used to wear this years ago? And our kids will be like, oh mom, please put your asymmetric skirt away, I don't want that to see the light of day, that is hurting my eyes. And little does your daughter know, mumsy's saving it up in the attic, because in another 10 years time, the asymmetric big ruffly skirt or really ugly off the shoulder tops, guess what, they're going to be cool again. But as far as it goes, I don't necessarily think they're like out of style or not cool, but I just don't like it. I really just don't like it, and I think that is a personal preference rather than like from a fashion point of view, you know. Next one I've got is metallic futurism. Obviously the past few years we've seen sort of the rise of metallic silver in shoes, in pants, in bags, in so many different ways, and I think it actually can be done even now in a really cool kind of not so cheesy kind of way. But I think there's so many fast fashion brands that have just pumped out silver metallic trousers, and we've seen every Tom, Dick and Harry wearing them at festivals, and I'm sick of it. But I do think it can still be done right now in a really cool way, but I think in 10 years time we're probably gonna look back, and does metallics coming into it right now have anything to do with like the rise of tech and the sort of like experimental vibe we have right now? Like, does that make sense? Like the rise of all these weird things right now, and the rise of like my microphone and the rise of like metallic things, is that like a thing? Like, why, tell me if I'm wrong, has there been like metallic silver in a really big way done in previous history? I haven't looked it up, but I'd really like to know. But yeah, I feel like in 10 years time we're going to look back and it will just remind us of Steve Jobs. Okay, the next one I've got on my list is maximum makeup, and I more mean for everyday makeup rather than like going out makeup. I think in general, even now, we're kind of the makeup is going a lot more natural and people are embracing more of their natural features, and I just hope that in 10 years time perhaps we look back and see the amount of makeup that we were wearing now and being like, whoa, that's a little bit too much, and perhaps even see it as like a bit outdated. I really don't know anything about makeup, so I don't know if people can consider makeup styles outdated or not, because if something suits your face, then how are you going to call that outdated? But also, you can't put aside the fact that people do feel more confident sometimes with makeup on, as do I, because I wouldn't put any on if I wasn't going to film this video. So that just shows it. But I do hope in time we can sort of embrace our natural features a lot more, and I really hope social media dies, to be honest with you, or at least what we post on social media is a lot different to what we post right now. I also had to mention, I've already saved the pictures for this video, and all the photos that I've saved of people wearing makeup, I can't help but notice how beautiful they all are and how much I'm absolutely obsessed with every single one of their makeup. But it is more in an editorial kind of way. I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of people living their day-to-day lives with makeup on like that. But also, if you guys do, fair play to you, because it looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm just jealous because I can't do my makeup that well. Next one, puffers. I really think they're definitely going to die in the next 10 years, and I think if you see someone wearing a puffer coat in 10 years, it will kind of bring back memories. I hope to have bougie roadmen in 10 years time, because honestly I feel like they're the ones that are being the group leaders of the puffer coat, if you will, and I just think the puffer coat needs to die. I would really like to see, I feel like something needs to substitute though, because I get it's practical, do you know what I'm saying? I really don't know, and maybe this one's kind of silly to say because I guess it is practical. Actually, that one is food for thought. I think I need to have another think about that one and come back here. But I do think if we see a puffer coat in 10 years time, it's going to give us more reminiscent vibes. But is that just because we're going to be 10 years older than we are? So when we see someone quite young, a younger boy, a younger girl wearing a puff coat, it throws us back. But actually, younger people are always going to keep wearing puff coats, but it's just because we'll be 10 years older. Does that make sense? Next one, chunky and platform everything. I really think right now we're really in a time where we're doing either this way or that way. I think we're definitely starting to find the middle ground way more now than we, to be honest, ever have, or at least since I've been alive in my 53 years of living on this earth. But I really hope to not see chunky things anymore. I don't like one way or the other, to be honest, and maybe I'm just getting old and boring. Maybe that's why I say that. But I don't think they're timeless, and equally, I don't think things like, unless done in like a traditional way, like Chinese slippers or plimsolls, or what are they called? Are they called plimsolls? Not plimsolls. Ballet flats. Unless ballerinas are wearing them, unless done in like traditional ways, I think the average Joe walking down the street should not be wearing ballet flats. But doesn't mean I don't like them right now. I just think in 10 years time, we might see the odd person that's still wearing ballet flats with tracksuit bottoms and be like, fair play. Speaking of maximalism/minimalism, one way or the other, I think hopefully we're going to see the death of really oversized things. I've narrowed it down because I think more specifically, this e-girl skater style, why are you wearing skater clothes if you don't skate? Unpopular opinion perhaps, but I just don't like it. And maybe that's our age right now because we're younger, and that as we get older and in 10 years time, maybe people won't be wearing really cringy oversized Urban Outfitters tops, who knows. But I just think we're going to be a lot more timeless, a lot more classic, a lot more chic. And if you want to know more about being timeless, classic or chic, watch my timeless, classic, chic video, because you'll be a master. Anyways, that is me finished right now. I have nothing more to say. I'm talked out. My throat is getting sorer and sorer as I do each video. So maybe in my next video I will sound even worse. So let's see. And advice for you right now is please tidy your space up, clean your space up, because I woke up early this morning to tidy my space up and clean my space up, and I feel like I can actually breathe now and do what I need to be getting on with. So don't be a lazy bum. Okay, that's me out. Make sure you guys subscribe to me. I think I'm quite a consistent person. So if you want a consistent girl, follow, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share your mum, share your dog. Okay, that's me out. Love you. Bye.